fellows were inducted into this academy. Over the years, our membership has steadily grown, and we find that the professionals we have picked to be with us continue to make input into our progress as an academy. For this year, it has been quite difficult for the Enabling Committee to choose the 20 that we have now. But as the French people say, il y a beaucoup d'appelés, mais peu d'élus. In other words, many are called and few are chosen. On behalf of the Academy, I'd like to congratulate all of you who have made it for this year. And may your joining us bring us I would like to especially congratulate Are Afe Babalola, who is not only a very senior advocate of Nigeria, but also founder and chancellor of the high-flying Afe Babalola University. He is a nonagenarian with uncommon capacity for hard work. Anyone who has been to the College of Pharmacy of Abuad will appreciate why the Are has been unanimously chosen by this academy. And anyone who is looking at me now will give me a glass of water. Who is the one to give me a glass of water? Shall I wait till then? Thank you. He's not able to be here, and we are very happy that Leonard Silk Olu Daramola is here. My dear brother, you're very welcome. And please give him a round of applause. For the purposes of this, just consider that he is over 90 years old, and he's okay. For those who may not know, this is the second time in 8 years that we're having an honorary fellow. The first one we had was the head of state, His Excellency Yakubu Gowon. We expect that the products of the College of Pharmacy in Abuad, belonging to an excellent university, will continue to be excellent in their performance. Now, some of you may not be following. What I'm going through is in the program in your hands, or you may prefer to just look at me. It's your choice. But today's event provides us the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to examine some developments around the world and the place of pharmacy in these developments. Pharmacists very often don't know how special they are, and they take so many things for granted. So I just want to look at our profession in the context of things going on and the role of artificial intelligence in the pursuit of our profession. Just those two things. First is the issue of how well Nigeria has striven to imbibe the lessons of the COVID-19 pandemic. This is worth examining because, among several others, a core lesson which that pandemic teaches us is the imperative of medicine's security, particularly as it relates to local manufacturing of medicines. For a country with the abundant hydrocarbon resources that Nigeria boasts of, we must commit and recommit ourselves to producing active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs, for local drug manufacturing, rather than relying endlessly and speaking endlessly on importing these same raw materials. Pharmacists need to enlighten the political leadership, including today's presidential candidates, on this issue. We must painstakingly interrogate them privately or publicly on their plans for utilizing Nigeria's oil and gas deposits. The political leadership needs. You should be able to better appreciate why a petrochemical industry is critical to Nigeria in very many directions. Pharmacists have a role not only to continue to drive this enlightenment, but we also have a role to participate actively in the electoral process, no matter how reputedly murky, corrosive, corruptive, or monetized the arena might be. We want more of you to be governors, more of you to be senators. I'm happy that one of those coming today is a distinguished senator who is doing well in the Senate. You know yourself, and I'm eyeing you and saying, well done. But you should not be alone. Please stand so that people will know who you are, Senator. We should have many more senators. And the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria and the Academy must work together, because those who are trade unionists will tell you that they need these people to make any point at that level. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is in this light of the value which a functional petrochemical industry will translate to for Nigeria that the Academy, your Academy, continued and continues to look forward to the commencement of the Dangote refinery and its associated petrochemical plant. We're looking with happiness for the implementation. We have been informed by the Dangote refinery that the initial focus of its petrochemical plant will be polypropylene. This is commendable. This would be a big plus for Nigeria's industrialization. But the Academy will engage the Dangote refinery to discuss the possibility of including the production of aromatic hydrocarbons in the second phase. We're already arranging that. And when we're going to visit the Dangote on appointment, leaders of the PSN would be with us. It is important that we let them realize the prioritization of that second phase. Aromatic hydrocarbons will be of critical value to the pharmaceutical industry in our quest to produce APIs. Secondly, let me address the issue of artificial intelligence and the future of our profession. We say at the Academy that we are thought leaders, and this is the time for us as fellows of the Academy to be forward-thinking and forward-planning. And that's why I'm bringing to you once more this idea of artificial intelligence, big data, and machine learning. Believe it or not, these are the drivers of what many analysts have come to refer to as the fourth industrial revolution. The fourth industrial revolution is real, and it is global. And the question arises, as we speak, there are about 31,302 pharmacists in our country. Community pharmacists are 29%. Hospital pharmacists are 24%. Diaspora pharmacists are 20%. Industry pharmacists are 14%. Academic pharmacists are 4%, while others are 9%. If you look at the pharma market, it's in trillions. If you look at the industry, some of the leading ones, including GSK, Fidson, and even Emzo. What we want to do as an academy is engage with some of these nodules and see how we can think and act AI. Questions I ask are, Are pharmacists really willing to key into and profit from the fourth industrial revolution? Are pharmacists ready and willing to imbibe technological innovation in their service delivery? You must know that the economic tectonic plates are forever shifting. Only those who can read the handwriting on the technology wall will survive economically. And I think pharmacists should survive, and the way out is to become AI responsive. Of course, some pharmacists, like many old school, analog, antediluvian Nigerians, still believe that the idea of AI is too far away to affect present or near future pharmaceutical transactions, including R&D, including retail supply chain and manufacturing. But the truth is with us. And the truth is that the fourth industrial revolution is here. And only those who are smart will not be left behind by the train. Somebody like Musk, the richest man in the world, is already toying with the idea of brain chips that will change humanity to humanoids. We can laugh at it, but it's coming. It's here. If you look, for example, a couple of days ago, we were told that the king of Bahrain arrived in Dubai. He was followed by his robot bodyguard. And this bodyguard speaks 6 languages. This bodyguard has an electronic laser and 3 machine guns. This bodyguard has a 360 degrees camera in his system. This bodyguard, that's just a robot, carries water, medications for the man. And if there was any crisis, he can instantly lift him away from the crowd. So artificial intelligence is here. So anybody who just says it's something that is not real should come and talk to us at the academy. We are saying pharmacists. It is clear as an imperative that pharmacists, pharmaceutical scientists, especially in the field of research and development, in a country like Nigeria, should increasingly tap into this world of big data, AI, and machine learning to partake in this revolution. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is an academy. That's why we are taking this position and explaining them to those who are futuristic. Now, we know that artificial intelligence is helping to make pharmaceutical research and new drug discovery less expensive and definitely more productive. Researchers realize that in the time that it would have taken to test the efficacy of a handful of chemical molecules manually, with AI, it is possible to test several hundreds of different chemical molecules. With AI, therefore, we can create better, safer, and more affordable medicines within a much shorter time frame. There are very many lecturers here, professors, who have gone through the very hard way of doing their research. With AI, things are simpler, better, and nearer the truth. There is also the issue of collaboration among you professors, among scientists. The world has become so intricately networked. There is absolutely no excuse for those in research to work in silos anymore. Pharmaceutical researchers, therefore, need to digitize their work in order to facilitate access by other scientists to such work in progress. And by doing so, they will facilitate the possibility of collaboration. We are calling on our professors to not only to collaborate among themselves in their universities, but among universities in Nigeria and among universities throughout the world. I am aware that there are ongoing initiatives to establish a national open access repository and research data management platform Our professors should get to know how this is going on so that they can be part of it and not complain about it after it has happened. As an academy, we will also be looking at collaborating with NAPSA towards possibly setting up an open access pharmaceutical research depository and data management platform in Nigeria. Such a centralized and readily accessible repository of research data will be invaluable at enabling researchers to have a clear view of ongoing researches all over the world, and this will curtail the duplication of effort. Now, I want to quickly acknowledge that there is a handful already of pharmacists in Nigeria who have already started adopting AI to solve real health problems in our world. Take, for example, pharmacist Adebayo Alonge, the founder of a company called RxAll. He has made a name for himself with scanners. Scanners which detect fake drugs using the power of artificial intelligence. Naturally, therefore, his organization has attracted not only global media mention, but also substantial venture capital from offshore. And when we're talking money from offshore, it's not like sitting down and selling aspirin. We challenge many pharmacists here to be able to toe that line. That's why I had earlier told you the number of pharmacists and their group analysis by way of percentage. What needs to happen now is for the AI penetration to deepen and broaden, especially among pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists in the area of research and development. Pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists of all descriptions in the developing world must refuse to be left behind in a world that is being formidably impacted by the forces of big data. We must make a deliberate effort to stake a claim to this global revolution. The obstacles are, of course, formidable. But we must continue to think outside the box. People used to think inside the box. Now you are told to think outside the box. And I'm saying, think without the box and make a difference. I appreciate that expertise in the area of AI is still relatively hard to find in Nigeria, but we can begin to look at incorporating elements of programming, machine learning, and other forms of data management in our training curriculum for pharmacists at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Again, this is an appeal to professors in the pharmacy faculties. If you don't do that, even products of your universities will become already expired, even before they graduate. This way, pharmacists can very early on begin to imbibe the digital mindset and relate more to manifold possibilities in an empirical way, and they can develop digital solutions to solving real-world problems, including the drug discovery areas. If the experience of companies like RxAll of Adebayo and the several successful fintech companies that have originated from Nigeria is something to go by, then clearly funding appears to follow good and profitable causes. If we are able to demonstrably prove that we are capable of harvesting the possibilities of AI in contributing to the emergence of new and better drugs, we will certainly attract the interest of venture capital firms and angel investors from around the world. And pharmacists need not wait. Some of the best brains in the world are pharmaceutical. But what's the point having the best brain and not using it? We have to broaden our vision. We have to become less conservative in our consideration of things. we have as pharmacists to be able to net work better for the net worth of our profession. So let us go back and rededicate ourselves to tapping into new digital phenomena that are changing our world. Of course, you make all these speeches, you must never forget government. Government has a central role to play in all of these discussions and conversations. As an academy, therefore, we're also calling on the government to help create the right environment that makes meaningful research possible. In addition to helping to ensure that basic facilities, including clean water and electricity, are available, government policy direction must also be such that deliberately enables AI to take root and grow. For instance, government can help to create a level playing field for all by providing free and open access to big data. It could also help to deliberately, through incentives and subsidies and institution building, attract technology incubators in Nigeria's AI space. An example is India deciding in the early 50s to start an Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Technology, 1958 in Bombay. Today, the graduates from the IIT are the ones ruling the AI world, whether you're talking of the leading infotech companies or telecoms companies. India may not be saying that they are the biggest country in the world, but they do appear where it matters. Take the biggest 10, 12 countries in this world in the area of technology and fintech. It is the Indian that is at the head of it. But they've been doing this since the early 50s. Nothing stops the Nigerian government from making the environment such as to encourage more and more people interested in technology, institutions, and so on. Just as we have witnessed in the financial and fintech space, there is considerable potential for AI in the pharmaceutical space. And that potential can translate not only to the relief of pain and suffering from disease, which is the ancient mantra of the profession, but it can also lead to rapid economic growth and development within the profession of pharmacy. That's where the future lies, and for the nation as a whole. Once more, I want to appreciate all those who have made this occasion very successful, and that is the Ifeanyi Atuoye Committee. If Ifeanyi will stand up, and members of that committee will stand up for an applause, please. Members of the committee, please give them a round of applause. Make it, on behalf of the Academy, we thank you all. We also want to thank in advance the man who is going to make legal your swearing in. We've introduced him before with his learned self, Richard. We appreciate you. But most importantly, we say to our new fellows, you are lucky, you are fortunate, but by becoming fellows, you are challenged to make a difference. If you drop water into the acid, it is still acidic, if you look at the pH. But if you drop acid in the water, the pH changes and becomes acidic. Let your bin dropped into the rank and file of the existing fellowship become different, more positive, more effective, more result-driven by your arrival. And may that happen to you. I thank you all for making it, and I urge you all to enjoy yourselves. Pharmacy is great. Pharmacy is versatile. Name it, we are there. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's give another rousing round of applause to the president of the Academy. Thank you very much. Like I said earlier when I was introducing him, I said just when you think you have started to achieve, you meet him and he just lets you know that your journey is still far. I mean, just imagine yourself, you have an appointment with Prince Julius Adelui, and maybe you are my age, you are trying, what can I use to daze this man, and you come with all the modern, contemporary things happening. But can you hear all the things we were saying? Artificial intelligence, big data, venture capital. At 82. I beg to retire. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know one of the attributes of is it 8-star or I can't remember what star we are on now, the 8-star pharmacist is the lifelong learner. And that shows that he epitomizes that virtue of continuing to be on top of his game, irrespective of where he finds himself. Ladies and gentlemen, just before we take on the next item, I'd like to make a few introductions. Though he is one of those to be inducted, it is most appropriate that we recognize him, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in welcoming the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, Pharmacist Ibrahim Baba Shehu Ahmed. He's here in our midst, Registrar CEO, PCN. You're welcome, sir. Also in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, we have the President of the West Africa Postgraduate College of Pharmacists, Professor Cecilia Iguilo. A round of applause for her as she takes a bow. You're welcome, ma'am. And here represented in our midst is the representative of the ALPS National Chairman. Here we have pharmacist Dr. Ologun Agba. You're right. Let's appreciate her, ladies and gentlemen. And in introducing the next person, even though he has been very well introduced by the president of the academy, join me in recognizing once again the President, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Professor Cyril Otianose Usifo. A round of applause for him, please. Please take a bow, sir. No, okay, you can, the action president, the waste time, sharp. All right, but as he stands here, pharmacists in the room will please rise as we take the pharmacy anthem. Let me guide. So non-pharmacists, please enjoy your seats. This is one of the rare privileges of being a pharmacist. All right, so with the permission of the president of the academy, who is also the composer of this beautiful anthem, we will take the first stanza to usher in the president to have his speech. All right, shall we go? 1, 2, go. We pharmacists, we're proud of pharmacy. We members all of the glorious PSN, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. As men of honor, we join hands for pharmacy. Pharmacy, health sector, industry, education, politics, just name it. Nigerians, we are there. That's my remix. A round of applause, everybody, as we welcome the President from the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Professor Usifo.
The President of the Academy, our own Prince Julius Adeluyi, and his amiable wife, and indeed members of the Executive Council of the Academy, College of past presidents. You will permit me to stand on already established protocol. I think the topic for this particular program this afternoon is quite apt: advancing pharmacy for economic prosperity in Nigeria. I believe pharmacists are beginning to move from the staircase of complaining to taking possession of what belongs to them and becoming more and more active. And I remember very well, one of the slogans I had during my campaign was that pharmacists must be made relevant in the sphere of activities, particularly in the political arena. And when we are relevant in our society, we can make impact. And when we make impact, people will know who pharmacists are. And when they know who pharmacists are, that will increase your economic base and make things better for you, whether in academia or whatever field of pharmacy that you will practice. The academy has been very relevant in our society, and we must applaud the academy under the leadership of our able prince for prospering us to better heights and making sure that we navigate all that is necessary in the Nigerian society. I will want to pause here a little bit because when the MC introduced the registrar, who is Baba Shehu, he forgot to introduce Mama Shehu, his amiable wife that is here. Mama Shehu, please, could you just rise for recognition, please? Thank you very much. And I'm sure you would not mind if I just recognize one or two persons. My Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics, who holds fort for me while I'm in Lagos, Pharmacist Professor Ray Ozola with his amiable wife. It's one of the index. I won't forget to introduce, I know as distinguished senators have been introduced, but allow me to introduce one of my former students who is in the Federal House of Representatives, Honorable Boluga. I don't intend drinking water at this junction, so I will move with speed of light. I want to quickly say that PSN has been involved in sponsoring of bills in the National Assembly, which we believe strongly are important to us. It is my pleasure to inform you that the bills for the DROF, Drug Revolving Fund, and the National Postgraduate College of Pharmacists have passed the first reading in the House of Representatives. The second reading holds in a matter of days, and I enjoin all of us to continue to pray for the success of these destiny-changing bills in pharmacy. We won't stop there. We have also discussed about the headship of tertiary institution when it came for public hearing, and Honorable Boluga was highly involved in that, and I'm sure our distinguished senator, you allow me not to go into details, have been doing quite a lot for us there. In fact, when your president goes to the National House of Assembly, he's treated like a king. And I want to thank our legislators for doing that for us. At short notices, they easily accommodate us, and we have good working relationship with the Registrar of Pharmacy Council, and we are doing quite a lot there. The health sector reform just went, we just had a presidential retreat about a week or two ago. And one of the things that came out there was that we made it quite clear before Mr. Vice President that NAFDAC should not be a revenue-generating entity. If you want drugs and medicines prices to come down, then you must do something quickly in the short term. And I'm sure Mr. Vice President will take that as one of the short-term recommendations to enable us meet our demands and meet our patient needs. I want to thank the Academy under the able leadership of our Prince, who I call Lord Pharmacy, who I call my father. Because one thing I know he does for me with his amiable wife is to regularly pray for me. And I'm sure because we love him, you will join him to also pray for me as we navigate the realms of the issues in this society. I am confident by the end of another year, we'll be singing good songs that will enable us go to the third year. And I dare say and posit that the person who is taking over from me, God willing, will be given the right atmosphere and platform to work, but must be ready to work and really work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Now we get to the crux of the matter for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I will hand over the control of the program to one more experienced and versatile than I am in issues of this nature. He is the chairman of the membership committee. And like you know, that's the committee vested with the responsibility of bringing in new fellows into the academy. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to decrease that he might increase. Join me in welcoming Pharmacist Paul Enebeli as he comes to the lectern to coordinate the conferment ceremony. Let's appreciate him, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, sir.
The President of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy, the President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, please permit me to rest on the existing protocol. Firstly, I want to announce to you the members of my committee the job of screening the new fellowship, or fellows, was indeed not done by me alone. It was done by a committee set up by the academy, comprising of the following: Sir Ifeanyi Atwey, Pharmacist Lolu Ojo, Professor Cecilia Iguilio, Professor Fola Tayo, Professor Mrs. Kemi Odukoya, and Mr. Tony Ojawole. It will interest you to know, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that when the committee started its work, we had 63 nominees from all the interest groups within the profession. It was indeed not an easy task for us, because each of these 63 pharmacists were fit and proper persons to be so elected as fellows of this great academy. However, the committee put together a set of criteria to be able to score these distinguished 63 members. And after a thorough work done by this committee, we were able to elect just 20 members out of the 63. Please put your hands together for them. It is therefore my honor and privilege to announce to you officially the 20 members who have been found fit and proper to be elected as fellows of this academy. And if you hear your name, please just rise for recognition. Number 1 is pharmacist Ibrahim Babashehu Ahmed. Number 2 is pharmacist Dr. Mrs. Christiana Equitos Akpa. Number 3 is pharmacist Professor Benga Alebiowu. Number 4 is pharmacist Dr. Kingsley Chinedu Amibo. Number 5 is pharmacist Mrs. Stella Olubimi Aribiena. I'm told she is unavoidably absent. Number 6 is pharmacist Mrs. Joke Bakari. Number 7, pharmacist Mrs. Salatu Owa Ebune. Number 8, pharmacist Christopher Eremosele Ehime. Number 9, pharmacist Professor Ene Ipong Ete. Number 10, pharmacist Sir Valentine Ife Bunike Eziero. Number 11, pharmacist Honorable Boluga Ekemboju. Number 12, pharmacist Olubenga Oyewole Olubowale. Number 13, pharmacist Dr. Daniel Oruwense. Number 14, pharmacist Olukunle Oyelano. Number 15, pharmacist Professor Ray Ozolua. Number 16, pharmacist Mrs. Abiola Paul Ozier. Number 17, pharmacist Mrs. Abolade Oluseyi Sotubo. Number 18, pharmacist Olayinka Rilwan Zubairu. Number 19, pharmacist Dr. Adekunle Tometi. And the last, and not by no means the least, is distinguished Senator Sadiq Suleiman Omar. I therefore wish to invite all of you to the front here and also invite our president and the vice president. Yes, please give them a round of applause as they come to the. Please line before us here, please. Please. Next, please. Akpa. Number 3, Alebiowu. Please. Kingsley Amibo. Joke Bakari. Salatu Egbune. Christopher Ehime. Ene Ete. Valentine Zero. Boluga Kemboju, Olugbenga Olubowale, Dr. Daniel Oruense, Pharmacist Olukunle Oyelano, Professor Ray Ozolwa, Mrs. Abiola Paul Ozier, Mrs. Abolade Olusheyi Sotubo, Pharmacist Olayinka Sube, Pharmacist Dr. Adekunle Tumeti, and most distinguished Senator Suleiman Omar. We want to invite Vice President and the General Secretary Are we ready? Mr. President, please put your hands together for our president. And also hard-working Vice President, Sir Tway, please. Welcome him, please. A round of applause for our Vice President. You want? Let me call the lawyers. I will also call on my friend and a legal luminary, Prince Dr. Richard Omar Honoro. Please give him SAN. That applause is just for a barrister. Please give the sound a resounding welcome.
Mr. President of the Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy, the President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, may I observe most warmly the protocols already ably established. It is my singular honor and privilege to administer your oaths as fellows of the Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy. You will put your name where appropriate, and you will please repeat after me. I, your names, hereby pledge to uphold the code of conduct, statutes, and bylaws of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy, I also pledge to contribute to the advancement of knowledge and the promotion of excellence in pharmacy to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Mr. President, I present the fellows, sir. I haven't taken their oaths.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I will now ask the Vice President and the General Secretary to perform the robing of the new fellows. Vice President, please, can you and Secretary perform that function quickly? What the robe?
No, you are free.
Secretary, please. Secretary. Make it fast.
Please, can we? Okay, you can take this. Hello? 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 I will call your names one after the other. When you hear your name, you walk towards the president. Can you hear me with your forms? Okay? Can you hear me? When you hear your name, you walk straight to the president with your form, and you now receive your certificates. I want to start with number 1, pharmacist Ibrahim Babashehu Ahmed. A round of applause for him, please.
Well, Pharmacist Shehu,
Reduce the music, please. Oh, okay, thank you.
this is a solemn occasion. Pharmacist Babashehu, by the power conferred on me as president, I formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacies. Congratulations.
Next is congratulations, pharmacist Dr. Mrs. Christiana Akpa.
By the power conferred on me as president, I formally admit you, fellow APA, as a fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations.
Pharmacist Benga Alebiowu.
Pharmacist Alebiowu, by the power conferred on me as president, I now formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations. We're not shaking hands because of what's going on.
Pharmacist Kingsley Amibo.
Pharmacist Amibo, by the power conferred on me as president of the Academy, I now admit you into the fellowship. Congratulations.
Pharmacist Mrs. Joke Bakare. Put on your cap, please.
Right? Okay, let's go. Pharmacist Bakare.
Mrs. Okay.
By the power conferred on me as president of the Academy, I formally admit you as a fellow. Congratulations. You may now keep on your cap.
Put on. Well, okay. Pharmacist Mrs. Salatu Ebuda.
So, pharmacist Mrs. Talatu Ebune, by the power conferred on me as president of the Academy, I now admit you as a fellow. Congratulations.
Pharmacist Christopher Ehime.
Pharmacist Ehime, by the power conferred on me as president, I now formally admit you as a fellow of the Academy. Congratulations. Can we?
Pharmacist Professor Ene Ete.
As represented by Professor Dr. Mende.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Pharmacist Sir Valentine A0. Pharmacist Sir Valentine A0.
Pharmacist Ejiro No. By the power conferred on me as president, I now formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes, please.
Pharmacist Honorable Boluga Kengbolu.
Honorable, Honorable, by the power, not yet,
Let them confirm.
by the power conferred on me as president, I formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations. Can I put on your card?
Right, Honorable. Pharmacist Olugbenga Olubowale.
Pharmacist Olubowale, by the power conferred on me as president of the academy, I now admit you as a fellow. Congratulations. Next one.
Pharmacist Daniel Orunwese.
Next one.
Daniel Orunwese. Okay.
Pharmacist Orunwese, welcome. By the power conferred on me as president, I formally admit you now as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy.
Audience, please, please, please.
Congratulations.
Pharmacist Olukunle Oyelano. Olukunle Oyelano. It's not here.
Next one. Just speak up. Next one, please. Next one. Next one.
Pharmacist Professor Ray Ozolwa. Ray, please, can we have some silence, please, 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 please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ozolwa, you're welcome. By the power conferred on me as president of this academy, I now formally welcome you as a fellow. Congratulations. Put on your cap. That's good. Thank you.
Pharmacist Mrs. Abiola Paul Ozier.
By the power conferred on me as president of this academy, I now formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations.
Pharmacist please, please, silence, please. Hello? Pharmacist Mrs. Abolade Olusei Sotubo.
You're welcome. Can you find her and the certificate? You take this. By the power conferred on me as president, I formally admit you as fellow of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations. Yes. Put on your cap, please.
Pharmacist Olayinka Subair. Pharmacist Olayinka Subair.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Pharmacist Subair, you're welcome. By the power conferred on me as president,
Please, 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 please.
Can we finish this session?
We're about through, please.
We're almost through.
You can take your
I
photographs without
formally
making
admit
any
you as fellow of the
noise,
Nigerian
please.
Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations, Pharmacist Subair.
Pharmacist Dr.
on your
Adekunle Tometi. Tometi.
Turn the other way around.
Pharmacist, distinguished Senator Sadiq Omar. Most distinguished. Okay. Oh, he has not. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, please. Adhering to our people. Please, please. Silence, please. I will call names now. I will call names soon if you don't keep quiet, please.
Right. Pharmacist Metin, you're welcome here. By the powers given unto me as president of this academy, I'd like to confer on you the fellowship of the academy. Congratulations.
Pharmacists.
Wear your cap now. And then collect your clothes. Look here, yeah.
Pharmacist, distinguished Senator Sadiq Omar.
Pharmacist
Please,
Omar.
sorry, please. Can we all be quiet? We are about to close and a senator is receiving his own. So let's give honor. Please.
Thank you.
Senator, you're welcome here. By the powers conferred on me as president of this academy, I'd like to formally admit you as a fellow. Congratulations. Put on your cap. Thank you. Is that all?
Please, please. Please, can we be seated now?
May we
Stay with. Please go and have your seats. Please go and have your seats. And let's all keep quiet. Please. Please, let's be seated, please.
Let's have our seats. Let's have our seats, ladies and gentlemen. We have more than enough time for pictures after this event. Let's have our seats. We're about to do the conferment for the honorary fellow. Let's take our seats, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take our seats. The program is not yet over. Let's take our seats, ladies and gentlemen. A few more minutes and we are done. Please, let's take our seats. Thank you.
Please, if you don't sit down, I will call your name now. Please sit down, otherwise I will call your name. Hello? Please be seated. There shall be no movement. Please be seated. Thank you very much. We are now. Please be seated. Please, everybody should be seated. Everybody. Who is there? Please be seated over there. Thank you very much. Please, we are now about to conduct the induction of our honorary fellow of the Academy. The representative of the honorary fellow should please step forward. Please give him a round of applause.
His name is Olu Daramola, a senior partner, SAN, member of the Afe Babalola law firm. Please give him a round of applause.
Please let's listen to the citation. The citation is for Are Afe Babalola, SAN. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Are. Please, audience. Can't we keep quiet for once, please? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Are Afe Babalola, SAN, a self-made man, a member of the Bar of England and Wales, a distinguished member of the Nigerian Bar, a foremost senior advocate in Nigeria, a philanthropist, a big-time farmer, the Are Bamofi of Yoruba Empire, a prominent advocate of quality and functional education in Nigeria, the former Pro-Chancellor of the University of Lagos, former chairman of all Pro-Chancellors of Nigeria, and the founder of the increasingly famous Afe Babalola University at Doek. For short, ABWAD, which the US-based Times Higher Education Impact Rankings rated as the best university in Nigeria and one of the best 400 in the world. We can all look at the screen. The screen will give us full details of his very long biodata and CV. So I will just end by saying, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present our leading legal light and icon and father of law in the country, a prominent medical educator in the person of Are Afe Babalola, OFR, CON, SAN to you all. Congratulations. I therefore have the unique pleasure to invite the President of the Academy to so induct him as a life fellow of this Academy. President, sir.
Thank you. We're not going to be robbing you for obvious legal reasons. And that which is going to be said to you now is to be transferred to the rightful owner of the confinement. We shall present to you the plaque as well as the certificate of honor. As your principal is being honored today by the Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy, the paraphernalia of that office is going to be presented to you by the Vice President, as he is doing. And having done that now, just for optics, I will hold it with you, also with the Vice President. And I can now, no clapping yet, it's not been given. By the power conferred on me as President, I formally admit you as honorary fellow of the Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy. Congratulations. Thank you. At the appropriate time, you'll be making your comments. Thank you, sir.
Another round of applause, please. I now want to invite the newly inducted fellows to come here in front here for a group photograph with the executive members of the academy, or the council as it were. Quick. You want to shift some back? Okay. And San, I think you should join us too. Yeah. Let me call the names now, one by one. Okay. Can you hear me? Baba Shehu 1, Akpa 2, and Lebeowu. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Oyinlana, Osolua, Olozie, Shotubo, Bag, Tumeti, and Senator Bag. Please, the next one will be representative of the array with the past presidents. Please. With the president and past presidents. Where is president? Where is our president? Presidents and past presidents, please. Is that okay?
They should wait. Senator Umar, Honorable Ikeja, please. The president and the vice president.
Please, can we be seated again, please? Please be seated. Hello, music, please. Stop the music, please. Be seated again, please. Be seated, please. We're almost through. Just be patient. We'll get seated so that we can finish up. I want to call on the registrar.
Yes, sir.
Of the PCN to please make a response on behalf of Sorry, please. Sorry, there's a distinguished senator. Okay. Hello, Larry. Distinguished Senator Omar, please, can you come and make a response on behalf of the new fellows, please? Sorry for the...
Okay, yeah. Hello.
Please be seated. Let's listen to our distinguished senator, who will respond on behalf of all the new fellows of our academy, please. Please be seated. Please be seated. Be seated, please. Can you hear me? Larry, past president, please. Time is not on our side. Those taking photographs, please, just give us some time. There's a lot of time for you after now to take your photographs. Please welcome our distinguished Senator Omar. With a round of applause, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, this beautiful afternoon and beautiful day. On behalf of all of us, the brand new fellows of Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy. I say thank you to our president, our executive members of the academy, and indeed all our senior fellows. We are pleased, we are proud to join you in this noble academy today. Let me say on behalf of all the fellows that we take this very seriously. We see it as a honor, as a privilege, but indeed we see it more as a responsibility. And by the grace of God, we are going to rise up to our responsibility to the academy and to the profession. For me in particular, I'm so proud today that professional colleagues that we hear of over 20-something years ago from our 100-level days in the university, I'm seeing them for the first time live, fresh today. People who are our role models, people who we look up to, people whom we are proud of, they are all seated in this room. So it's a real privilege, and today is a day that we will not forget. And like I said, we take this responsibility very seriously. And luckily, we, the new fellows, we are all from all spheres of life, from academia, business, politics, and so on. And in our various spheres, we all had particular responsibilities to the academy and indeed to the profession. And we will not joke with this. I also urge the academy to continue to do the best it can in repositioning pharmacy in this country. The truth that most people don't know is that in the political space, a lot happens there, mostly ignorantly and with so much negligence. Only academies like this can really give an appropriate compass to both the profession and the society. For example, in this country today, there are millions of persons that will go into a pharmacy or into a hospital to take a drug and swallow innocently. They don't know what is in there, how safe is it, and so on. Some people have to have their eye. They have to focus on the safety of citizens. And this academy has a major, major role to play in that. I urge the academy to continue to play that role. And us new fellows, we will not fail in our responsibility. We will continue to be part of the academy and continue to support and continue to rise up whenever we are called upon to do our job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, most distinguished. Let's quickly call on the registrar of the PCN, pharmacist Babasheo, to please come and give us a little comment. Please give him a round of applause. This is our registrar. Without him, we can't practice as pharmacists. Mr. Registrar, please.
Thank you, sir. The president of the Nigerian Academy of Pharmacy, the council and NEC, the College of Past Presidents, distinguished pharmacists. I want to also specially recognize the immediate past chairman of the Pharmacy Council of Governing Council, a father, a mentor. Sir, you are most welcome. We appreciate you for being here. I bring warm greetings from the management and staff of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, and to specially humbly thank the leadership of the academy, as well as this team that thoroughly work on the selection of today members that have been inducted into the academy. What impressed us most in PCN is that the process has shown, or the academy has truly shown, that irrespective of one's calling in the profession, the academy looks up to you, and the academy expects from you that you have a responsibility to do well and to ensure that pharmacy prosper. From the PCN, I want to assure the academy that we will openly, gloriously, and wholeheartedly work with the academy to ensure that pharmacy regulation gets to the highest level in this country. Once more, I say a big thank you to the president, the NEC, and distinguished members of the academy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Registrar. Please, let's give him a befitting round of applause. This is our Registrar. The last, but not by any means the least, to address us here today will be the representative of Are Babola SAN in the person of Mr. Olu Daramola SAN. A round of applause for him, please.
My throat is packed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon. The president of this prestigious academy, my father, Prince Julius Adelusi Adelui, his amiable wife, members of the council, the organizing committee, my learned brothers, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. It is my great honor and privilege to accept this award on behalf of Are Afe Babalola, who is unavoidably absent in this gathering. He asked me to express his profound appreciation to this academy for deeming him fit for this honorary award. It is very rare for a profession like pharmacy, law, medicine, to give honorary award to a person who is not a member of their profession. After all, it is said that every profession is a conspiracy against the laity. A doctor will write prescription for you, you can't read it. Your pharmacist gives you how to use your drug. You need to ask somebody, how did he say I should use this drug? So we consider it a very great honor that Baba is being inducted as a honorary fellow of this academy. And for this, we express our profound appreciation. Baba asked me to tell you that he will remain for the rest of his life a valued member and a worthy member of this academy. And in that regard, he will support you financially, morally, and even professionally as a lawyer. He asked me to extend this invitation to the president and members of the council of this institute to visit him at Ado-Ekiti at Abuad, where you can discuss how it can be useful and what role you expect him to play in this academy. Once again, sir, have you accepted the invitation, sir? So once again, sir, I express my deep appreciation. For me personally, it's a great honor to be here. I've always known the president all my life. I remember growing up in Ado-Ekiti. In those days, my father would say, go to Julie Pharmacy and buy my drug. And then I came to Lagos, I think sometime in the mid-80s, and I was reading Daily Times. I was reading the law school something, and I saw the name. I said, is this not the pharmacist? Because he was the best graduating law student in that year. I was lucky to meet him personally in 2005 when I came to the pharmacy in Ikeja to buy drug. And I saw him, and I quickly went to him. I said, good afternoon, sir. He said, gentleman, how are you? What's your name? The moment I introduced myself as a lawyer, he held my hand and took me to the library upstairs, where we discussed for more than 30 minutes. I'm sure you will remember now. Me and one of my friends were with you for about 30 minutes, where you were discussing law, politics, economy for almost 30 minutes. So it's a pleasure to be here. And I personally, too, in whatever area my services may be needed for this institute, maybe you need legal services, I will render it free. Wow. So we are most grateful. We are most grateful, sir, for the award. Thank you very much, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the representative of our honorary awardee. Thank you very much for that generous offer. If the academy does not use it, I will use it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the program is gradually winding to a halt, and I will take about 2-3 more things, and we are good to go. While we started the program on time and we were going, some people were trapped by some evil traffic coming into Lagos. So they came in late, and I think it's important to let us know they are here. The national chairman of AHAPON, Association of Hospital and Administrative Pharmacists, you're welcome into our midst. Pharmacist Ogunjemiyo. This is Lagos, eh? Sorry, that's our traffic. Also, we have the new national chairman of the YPG, pharmacist Azige Darius. He's here in our midst. Good stand for recognition, yeah. And The Deputy Chairman of the Board of Fellows, Chief Morondia, is also in our midst. Let's appreciate her, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, ma'am. Now we will take the Chairman's closing remarks.
Chairman's closing remarks. I now close my remarks. I want to call on one of the most hardworking people in this profession, a young man called Ifeanyi Atweye, to come and move the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie has been my mentor. I want to tell you that I have closed my remarks. I only want to add a few things. Well, first, let me appreciate committee members that put this program together. I've been connected with this committee from inception, but I must acknowledge their commitment this year. I know that we are having 2 meetings every week, one physical, one virtual, and the attendance was very encouraging. And we also learned one thing, that as soon as we get into the academy, we make you to start being useful to the academy immediately. New fellows that came in last year, we are very active in our committee, and I appreciate them. But I must thank our president, especially. President attended most of the meetings, sometimes incognito. He will be there observing, but not making any comments. Each time I mention the name of Prince Julius Adelui, I don't fail to give the testimony. Yes, because we met ourselves in 1961. In 1961. Well, if you see Julie today, you can imagine how he was looking in 1961. But he had been known to be like that. Very intelligent, brilliant, everything perfect. And you could see the presentation he made today. He's only a few months younger than myself, and I take that advantage. Because even Daremola was calling him father, but I cannot call Julie father. Because by age, he's younger. He still pursues me, but I'm older. But I always respect him. Because in 1974, he made me to become a pharmaceutical journalist. He gave me my second profession. So when I put God first, I put Julie second in my life and career. Julie has been active. He's not getting old, just aging, all right? But you see, he's gotten more and more mature. Just recently, the federal government appointed him, is he patron or chairman? Of, yes, of Nigeria Media Award Organization. Please appreciate him. He's observing those who are appreciating him because you know what he can do for you. And also, those who know Julie have known him in connection with Rotary Club. I used to be there when he encouraged me to be there in the 80s. But Julie is #1 figure in Rotary today. We all know that. The first district governor of District 911. And up to today, he has become more and more relevant. Some of you may know the building of Rotary Club in GRA Ikeja. That building has been there. I don't know when, but I met it. But now, the Rotary is honoring Julie for lifetime sacrifice contributions he has been making. And that building at GRA Ikeja will be named after him. And that is what we call immortalization. That Rotary in Nigeria will never forget Julie, even after death. That's wonderful contribution. Let's not spend our time on others, but these are recent ones. I want to appreciate our sons. We have Olu Daramola there, who has represented the ARE. Thank you for the response, and thank you for offer of services pro bono. Isn't it? Yes. Pro bono. Wonderful. I love it. If we receive free legal services, that's where we should clap for him. Please clap for him. Afe Babalola has done something great in Nigeria, because for the first time in this country, we are having a college of pharmacy. Isn't it? Yes. Those of you in academics. Yes. This is the first time we are having a college of pharmacy, and it's in Afe Babalola University. Yes. And of course, the provost is here. Is the provost here? Let's identify her. Professor Mrs. Kemi, yeah, the provost of New College. I must appreciate our new fellows. One thing is that we got fellows from US and UK, and they all made efforts to be here. You know what it means to come. They all came, except Professor Ene, for very good reasons. He couldn't leave USA at this time. I also appreciate the new fellow because we have created a record in the Nigeria Academy of Pharmacy. From year set, we have got a couple who are fellows of the academy. And they must be recognized. They are all doctors. They are all MDs. And they are fellows of PSN. They are all fellows of academy. Let's recognize Abba, Dr. and Dr. Mrs. Abba. Really, very good. Finally, I want to thank all that have come here. I appreciate all our visitors, those who have accompanied our new fellows. You have made us proud today. I pray that God has brought you here safely. We take you back to your different destinations in peace. And thank you for the moral support and encouragement.
Pharmacist Mrs. Joke Bakari. Yes. Please proceed with your guests. Thank you. Mrs. Joke Bakari, please proceed with your guests.
I asked my mother, what I will be. Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Yeah, what my mother said. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. The fruit does not out to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
Pharmacist Olakunle Oyelano, please can you proceed with your guests to be served? Not around. All right, okay then. Pharmacist Olayinka.
What will be, When I grew up, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead?
Pharmacist Olayinka Subai, please can you proceed with your guests to be served? Pharmacist Olayinka Subai, please. Thank you because we appreciate your patience. Past President of PSN, please can you proceed with your guests? Past President of PSN, proceed. Past Presidents, please.
I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? We will have rainbow day after day. Yeah, what she said to me. Oh, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be.
Next on my list would be Pharmacist Christopher Ehimian, please. Can you proceed with your guests to be served? Thank you so much for your patience.
Sarah, what will be?
Pharmacist Christopher Ehimian. Thank you.
I asked my mother what I will be. Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Yeah, what she said to me. Oh, Whatever will be, the fruit just look out to see. Oh, my little tongue, what will be?
Okay, thank you.
When I grew up, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead?
Pharmacist Baba Shehu Ahmed, please can you proceed with your guest to be served? Pharmacist Baba Shehu Ahmed, please proceed to be served with your guest. Thank you.
When I grew up, I fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? We will have rainbow day after day. Hear what she said to me.
We really appreciate your cooperation. Thank you so much. Baba Shehu Ahmed. Pharmacist Mrs. Christiana Akbar, please proceed with your guests. Okay. Thank you. This exercise is to reduce traffic or congestion. Pharmacist Christiana Akbar, please proceed to be served. I hope the past presidents of the PSN are being served. Pharmacist Mrs. Olubumi Aribiano. Pharmacist Mrs. Olubumi Aribiano. Sorry if she's not here. All right, sorry. Then Pharmacist Adekunle Tometi. Please, could you proceed with your guests to be served? Pharmacist Adekunle Tometi, please, with your guests, proceed to be served. The old fellows, please be patient with us. Okay, Pharmacist Senator Sadiq Umar, please can you proceed with your guest to be served? Thank you. Our distinguished Senator Sadiq Umar, please can you proceed with your guests to be served?
Senator Sadiq, you don't know. Winner, pata pata, you go win again.
Pharmacist Honorable Boluga Ikemboju. Pharmacist Honorable Boluga Ikemboju, please proceed with your guests to be served. Pharmacist Boluga Ikemboju, please proceed to be served. Thank you.
Senator, you don't win. Winner, pata pata, you go win forever. Are you winner? You are a winner. Are you winner? You are a winner. You are a winner. Uma sabi, uma sabi. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother what I would be. Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Yeah, what my mother said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. If we just got out to see. Sera, sera. What will be?
All right, Pharmacist Professor Ray Ozolua, please can you proceed with your guests? Pharmacist Professor Ray Ozolua, please proceed to be served. Professor Ray Ozolua. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Dango de hala. Dango de hala. Ala siniki. Dango de hala. Dango de hala. Ala siniki. Dango de hala. Dango de hala. Ala siniki. Dango de hala.
Pharmacist Mrs. Talatu Ebune. Pharmacist Mrs. Talatu Ebune, please proceed with your guests to be served. With your guests, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Pharmacist Mrs. Abiola Paul Ozier, please proceed with your guest to be served. Pharmacist Mrs. Abiola Paul Ozier, please. Pharmacist Sir Valentine Ezeru. Pharmacist Sir Valentine Ezeru, please proceed with your guest to be served. Thank you, sir. Thank you for respecting the protocol. Please note that everyone will be served. We desire to reduce congestion. Pharmacist Valentine Ezeru, please proceed with your guests to be served. I know the day is far gone. We really appreciate your respect for protocol. Thank you. Pharmacist Dr. Kingsley Amibo. Kingsley Amibo, please proceed with your guests to be served. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Alebiowu. Pharmacist Benga Alebiowu, can you proceed with your guests, please, to be served? Or you have been served already? Okay. Pharmacist Professor Ene Ete, please proceed with your guests or your representative to be served. Thank you. Professor Ene. The representatives of Professor Ene Ete, please proceed to be served. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. I know we are all hungry. And we do apologize for the late serving of this lunch. Pharmacist Dr. Daniel Oruwense. Pharmacist Dr. Daniel Oruwense, please proceed with your guests. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you. And thank you for respecting protocol. Thank you. Pharmacist Mrs. Abolade Shotubo. Pharmacist Mrs. Abolade Shotubo, please proceed with your guest. Thank you so much for respecting protocol. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Please, all members seated on table number 2, would you please proceed to be served? Table number 2. We are so grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All seated in table number 2. Please exercise some patience. It is to avoid congestion. We do not want you standing for too long on the queue. Thank you. Table number 3, all seated guests who have not been served. Please, could you proceed to be served with your guests? No. All fellows, please proceed to be served. Thank you so much for your patience. All other fellows, please proceed to be served. Thank you.
my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you forevermore. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you forevermore. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you, oh my Savior. I will praise you forevermore. Ènìyàn Ọlọ́run, ènìyàn Ọlọ́run, ènìyàn àtọ́jú, ènìyàn títí láì, ènìyàn Ọlọ́run, ènìyàn Ọlọ́run, ènìyàn àtọ́jú. Professor Oyewole Barode Yabusa, Oyewole lórí tèmi Yabusa. Kówó àràbà wọ́n mọ́, kówó ojú tí o kù. Kówó àràbà wọ́n mọ́, kówó ojú tèké. Oyewole mo Barode Yabusa. My professor mi.